a garage that they actually originally converted into what was going to be a walk-in cooler. So it's got about 5.5 inches of insulation inside of it, and then railroad ties outside of that because it was an original structure. So it's got some incredible insulation. And because of that, Dan, being an engineer, came up with the genius idea to actually convert it into a germination room. So he's actually been able to convert that old garage into the perfect environment for us to start seeds and completely control it. So it can be the middle of January or the middle of June, and we can get anything growing and nice and happy in there. And then after it spends a couple weeks in there, we bring it on over here, and then in here it starts getting actual sunlight, and it starts receiving those 12-hour days, and then those longer nights, starts growing a little bit more and starts feeling those more temperature changes, because it just came from that germination room that we keep at a beautiful between about 68 and 72 degrees. So then once we bring it out here, it starts to really experience those warmer mornings and those cooler nights, and it really helps them start growing and taking off. And so a lot of our plants in here are starting to regrow and take off.
Hoop house growing is what we do a lot of ours in. And so this structure, most of them that you can see, is what we're talking about when we refer to a hoop house. So it's these, as you can see, built with metal hoops and then covered usually with a thin plastic film is one of the differences between that and a greenhouse. And then also these are not, don't have any kind of active heating in them is the other big difference. That's where the vast majority of the nutrients that plants uptake are coming from, is just that top 6 inches of soil. Now, obviously they have roots that go down deeper than that, right? But the majority of what they're pulling from lower than the aerobic zone in the soil is a few micronutrients. There's some good evidence that they pick up iron from subsoil.